Oh,
So we're here with Durusempai, who's been kind enough to give us some scrolls to open, and we've got one legendary scroll and 12 mystical scrolls. You can go ahead and say hi, Duru.
hello.
I'm sure you guys have seen him in Channel 5001. He's there pretty often. He's actually in the same guild. So actually, did you know we're actually missing a guy right now? We're on 29 out of 30. So we're probably gonna have to actually get someone in. But so yeah. Actually, what kind of monsters were you? I know I asked you this earlier. Which monsters were you looking to get? Because I know you've gotten. I know Chasen. Chasen was one of them. Or some other
Yeah,
ones.
pretty much. That would be the best. The best pull. Um, any 5-star would be great.
Hopefully, I can pull a 5-star again.
I'm counting on you.
I got 2 this week. I don't mean to push my luck or anything, but it would be pretty awesome if we did.
That would be pretty amazing.
Yeah, that'd be something else. So we've got, yeah, it looks like we've got just enough room, so we should be fine. So how do you want to do this? Do you want me to do the mystical scrolls first and then do the legendary for last?
Oh yeah, I guess.
Okay. uh, all right. We'll see what we get, and I can just tell you what we pull. But
I'm excited.
yeah, me too. Let's hope we get something good. All right, here we go. No lightning.
As expected.
Magical archer.
Yes.
Uh, oh, maybe it'd actually probably even be better if we got like the 5-star from the legendary scroll and then maybe some fodder. But maybe I might. I don't know. I've always had the experience that I've had with the legendary scroll is that you usually don't get much from it. Um,
Yeah.
I don't know. I've gotten pretty good pulls from the legendary scroll, but I've seen a lot of people get not so great pulls. So far, we've just gotten fodder.
Yeah.
Yeah, seven scrolls left though. Uh, Yeti. No lightning yet. Dang it.
Bittersweet.
Bittersweet. Yeah, 5 scrolls left. Um, Griffin. Man, no lightning.
Oh, sad.
Yeah, we got 3 left. Mm,
Okay, how much left?
this is we've got 2 mystical scroll and then the legendary scroll.
Yeah.
All
Okay,
right.
then choose legendary score and then the last mystical, I guess.
Okay. All right.
May mix it up a little bit.
Okay.
So
So legendary scroll. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Let's see what we get.
Lightning.
Lightning. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You got jacked, dude.
Oh no.
Oh,
Tell me. Come on.
something really bad. A water lich.
Oh, I got lich. Oh
Oh, you got
no.
lich. I mean, at least it's not an awakened golem, but
Oh, I
man.
would be more happy about that.
Yeah, probably actually.
Oh,
All right. Well, we got one mystical scroll left. Let's see
okay.
what we can manage to pull.
Fingers crossed.
Nothing. We didn't get anything. Ah, Aim champion.
The bombo.
Yeah, that's the thing with these summons. Sometimes it could go really well and other times just really poorly. But so we got all 3-star and then a water lich up here.
At
So
least fodder.
yeah,
Everybody needs.
fodder right here. But oh man, dude, I'm sorry. I wish I could have pulled a Chasen. That'd be cool. I'm actually trying to get a Chasen myself. Um, I think that's actually the last monster I need to
Yeah,
really complete my team.
me too.
Yeah, I know a lot of players have been using the Sky Dancer. So, but yeah, just looking at your monsters though, it looks
No, no,
really good.
I see some hate coming.
So, yeah, I can feel the jealousy from Perna and Veligil, definitely.
Oh yeah,
Those are some really great monsters.
yeah. So everybody out there, I've been lucky enough. So yeah,
Yeah,
no sad, no sadness.
uh, yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's the thing with these summons though, because like when I started summoning for the I started out with Dentez. The first few summons were just all 3 stars. So I was just like, oh no, now they're gonna look at me, and I was like, I just ruined his premium pack, and then and then that's when I pulled the 5 star.
It's all RNG based. So
Yeah, yeah. So
if you look up some comments on Facebook or YouTube, you see people open one scroll and get a 5 star or
hmm
a really good 4 star, and others have no luck for 40, 50 scrolls. So you can't complain. You get what you get.
right, and then yeah, like I don't know, some of these scrolls that I've opened when I first started playing the game, I actually got a lot of bad monsters. It wasn't until like November ish when I started getting like my Chimera and my Lucian and stuff like that. But
Yeah. So the first 4 star I get, or the first lightning I got, was actually Water Martial Cat Awakened,
really,
and I was pretty happy. Uh, my first lightning, and she looked so cute. Uh, I really enjoyed using her, at least to 4 star max level. And then I started getting really better monsters. My first natural 4 star was Julie, the uh, what is it called?
Purette.
Period. You're right. And I really enjoyed her, and it was a huge step in the right direction. I used her everywhere, and that's why she became my first 6 star. And I know a lot of
hmm
people hate her because she falls off so hard late game, and yes, she does. So
hmm
mine is actually well, very badly ruined, but it's enough to farm fame on hard. So I use her to farm fodder and something like that, and I still enjoy because she's really good looking, and yeah, my my girlfriend actually like her too, so
Really,
she doesn't complain so much when I play the game when I use her. So
yeah.
win-win.
Actually, my first natural 4 star was I believe the fire um, 9-tailed fox. And when I first got her, I looked at the being like really low leveled. I looked at the little monster argument page, on in game,
Yeah.
and I remember one of the comments was like talking about how amazing she was. Yeah, it was by this level 31, one of the best fire monster, awesome
Oh
leadership.
yeah.
Like it was like one of those types of comments, and obviously these monster debate forums or whatever in game aren't very helpful usually because
No, they aren't.
they're really not. I mean, I think I found out of all of them, I've maybe found one comment that was actually like posted by a max level player that was like actually knowing what he's talking about. Out of like all of the monster forms that I've looked at, and I listened to her, and then I leveled her up to like 5 star, and I was like, oh, she's so good, and then that's when I started getting like Lucian and other good monsters, and then that's when I realized how awful she was. Thankfully, I didn't awaken her yet, but
But she does actually do a
Hmm.
huge step forward when you awaken her, because
Yeah.
she do dots with her normal attack.
Yep.
And I had one guy on my friend list for a very long time, uh, having a 6-star Fire Ninetales, and I do use her for some dungeons, and it helped me quite a lot, clearing
Really.
them better. In the very early stages, I was like
Right.
in the mid 20s or something like that.
Right.
And if you have a 6-star max level friend monster, it always helped.
Right.
So
Yeah. And I remember when I first started out, I don't remember who it was that I added, but it was actually they had a Julie rep, and Julie helped me clear Famon when I was just starting out. So, and then I actually got Julie from a mystical scroll, I think like a week after I
uh,
cleared Famon for the first time. So that's
well, I
when,
don't know it better. I would say it was me, but I
yeah,
had Julie a very long time as my web monster.
right. It might have been actually, it might have been, because I remember when I first started the game, that was probably like around when you were starting out too. And I remember the rep I used wasn't maxed out yet, but it was I think it was already I think it was 5-star already, but
Yeah, I had mine 5-star for a very long time. I actually ended up 6-starring quite late. I had like a lot of good 3-star and 4-star monsters leveled up, and I play the so-called Pokemon game and want to collect them all. So I ended up
exactly.
having tons of useless monsters, what I have to expect. So yeah, I'm 6-star quite late, and I had to make hard decisions on what to give up. And then I finally, I think I 6-starred my Julie and my Wind Chimera, what I get shortly after. I think in between 2 to 4 days. I can't remember exactly.
Mm.
So I had two 6-stars right off the bat when I reached level 40. Yeah, and that's when the actual fun begins.
Right. And actually, in case a lot of you guys don't know, Durusempai was actually I actually know I met him outside of 5001 actually quite a while ago. I think this was all the way back in October, um,
Yeah,
somewhere around there.
I started between the beginning and middle of October, and
Right.
I think you started just 1 or 2 weeks before me.
Right. Yeah, I started mid-September. I think like September 17th or something like that. Around
Yeah,
that date, like getting towards the end of September. Um,
yeah.
but yeah, and I remember I think channel 109 was the first channel that I went in because when I actually was level 8, that's when your chat opens up. Um, that's when I opened it up and channel 109 was out, and I thought that was like the only English speaking channel at the moment, which is like why I thought I was put into it. So I like stayed there for a while, and then eventually I changed channels just to kind of like see what else was out there, and then that's when I figured out there's more English speaking channels, and then probably around December time, like late November, December time, that's when I found channel 5001. But
I actually didn't know you can change channels until I was like level 20 or something like that.
mhm,
And that was a time when I started looking up some YouTube videos and somehow got to the free-to-play gaming channel. And yeah, I think when I first actually want to change the channels, I go strictly to 5K1, and
mhm.
since then stayed there.
Yeah, and I think a lot of higher level players as well have moved to Channel 5001 because I sometimes I'll come back to these lower level channels just to kind of like see who's still here, and it's a lot of lower levels I've noticed. So I think a lot of the higher level players have moved and either stayed with the guild or are in Channel 5001. So
Yeah,
because I've noticed a lot more Guardian players and Conqueror players than in like the normal Channel 100s. But
yeah. I only do some switching when I'm looking for some special dungeons.
mm-hmm.
Then that's when I go through the channels and ask kindly if somebody can add me when they cut. It's like when I was farming Aemon, Belarion, and Darian and stuff like that. But
Right.
now I
Um,
have them and I don't do that anymore.
right. Well, you definitely have a lot of good monsters here. So, I mean, like
Uh,
I'm like going through most of your monsters right now. You've got a lot of
oh
3-star
no.
fodder. I definitely have to say the one that I'm most jealous of right now is probably your Archangel. Um,
Yeah,
I think
he's amazing.
yeah
He's so amazing.
he's definitely one of the better monsters in the game. His I don't know his immunity effect is just absolutely awesome. But
Yeah,
yeah, and then
yeah, I'm
I
late.
can't say I'm not jealous of everything else. I know your Jamir. When do you know when you got your Jamir?
Oh, it was my second 5-star, and I think a lot of people will hate me for that, but I actually was kind of sad when I got him.
Really?
It was quite early, so I was pretty lucky in the early stages, getting 2 5-stars in a short period of time. So I got my
Mm-hmm.
Wind Chimera, I got my Wind Dragon, and in the early stages, everyone tells you that Cybers is the way to go, and Cybers is so OP, and Cybers is God, and something like that. Uh, and you ended up getting a dragon, and then it's not red, it's yellow.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's actually I think that's how I felt a little bit when I pulled the water dragon. Because I pulled it and I was like, oh no, it's the worst dragon and
no,
like bad luck.
no, I
And
would be
I didn't
paid
know.
all day long. No,
Yeah,
I
but
actually needed around 1.5 months to figure out why Jamir is actually good and not crap. So this might sound a little bit awkward, but yeah, I found uses for him. I mostly used him as my speed leader. Um, but he never been very high on my priority list, so he ended up still being 5-star,
mm,
max level, awakened at least. But he will be there, not not next, but around the next 2 or 3 6 stars I make, he will be one of them.
right, and that's I'm definitely on the same boat there about the water dragon. Because when I first pulled him, I didn't really I wasn't really familiar with the skills, and I just like the only thing I kept hearing was, oh, he's the water dragon is absolutely awful. But it's funny
No,
because
he's not.
he's
Actually
actually yeah
pretty good.
his skills are actually pretty awesome. So I'm actually a lot more excited about pulling him.
Yeah.
So I think he's definitely going to have a good addition to my team. So I probably have to say the reaction to my to pulling Verad
Chloe.
was a little bit probably
Underwhelming.
undertoned a little bit. I probably should have had a better reaction. 'Cause I didn't know how good he was, but now just like looking at these skills, I think he's definitely gonna really help with Trial of Ascension and some dungeons too. And I think especially with his leader skill, I might end up just using him. Maybe dragons B10. It just depends on what other fire monsters I can get. Because I know Konamaya is either like a monster like Konamaya or something. It's pretty essential for dragons B10.
Oh yes, oh yes. Um, there's some videos, at least in the live stream of OMG Bomber. Everybody check him out. He's genius.
Right.
He's building a giant B10 auto team with Sigamawa's lead, and the HP is so OP.
Oh, right.
So
Yes.
I think Water Dragon can be a replacement. You have to test it when the time is there.
I actually have the fusion materials for my Phoenix. I just haven't gotten around to finishing off the fusion. But which one would you?
Go ahead.
Yeah, which one would you suggest? Do you think I would be better off awakening and leveling up my Water Dragon first, or going through with the Sigmar's fusion?
Oh, this is a tough one. I really don't know. The fusion is totally worth it, nevertheless.
Mm-hmm.
But you can use your dragon right now, you know. And if you still need pretty much time for the fusion, then I totally would suggest using the dragon over the Sigmaris. Although you really should fuse them if you have the materials already.
Right. Yeah, I'm just missing a few of the awakening materials, and then I need to level them up to maximum level 5-star. So once I do that, then they'll be ready. And I've actually got, I think, about 40 Blue Angelmon now, or like in the mid 30s to like high 30s of Blue Angelmon in my monster storage. So I think it takes about 7 to 8 Angelmon to max out a 5-star to a maximum level 5-star at level 35. Somewhere in there, because I know 5 Angelmon of the same attribute takes them up to about level 30. So
yeah, I only know it takes 3 to max 3-star monster, and it takes about 5 to max a 4-star monster. So I would guess that it takes about 7 to max a 5-star.
Right. So yeah. So I definitely have the Angelmon to level up my Water Dragon and my Phoenix, but I also have the Water Monkey King that I need to. I think I need 3 more Angelmon on him to either 2 or 3 to level him up to level 35. But he's probably going to be less of a priority because I'm probably going to work on my Water Dragon and then fuse the Phoenix and then work on that one.
Yeah, totally agree.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I wasn't able to get better summons. Really wish I could have pulled something nice here. That would have been fun.
No problem. We had a nice discussion later on.
Definitely,
so
and
that is worth it.
Yeah, and hopefully people got some good advice out of this. I know there's a lot of newer players starting out the game. If you guys didn't read the event, they gave us the Light Fairy Queen, to everyone because of the amount of downloads they've gotten. I think it was 30 million. So this game is definitely growing. Yeah, 30 million downloads. So I feel like there's a lot more people out there now that could really use the advice. So hopefully there's at least 1 or 2 things that you guys got from this little discussion afterwards that was a little bit more insightful than you had came in here with. So yeah, hopefully the summoning was fun to watch. It's always nice to open up a few scrolls and see what you get. It's like a little bit of a gamble, but
At least we tried.
It's the effort that counts, right?
Yeah. All that matters.
Right. Well, hopefully the next scrolls you open, you manage to get something good. Maybe a chasen. That would be nice. So.
That would be really nice, yeah.
So on that note, I'll leave you guys. Feel free to leave a comment if you guys have any questions. You can go ahead and head to 5001 and ask Duru in chat some questions if you need. He's a really high level too, and I know he can really help you guys out, especially if you're mid game or just starting out too. He definitely has some good advice for you guys, and even I can learn a few things from him. So on that note, I will see you guys later.